Alright, I want to start out this video by saying sorry about the noise. All machines are running right now, full capacity. We're getting stuff done. But this is a follow-up video to the last one. We got the SMD QR-1. We got the Sound Digital 12K. The QR-1 has always been rated for 2,500 watts. But now, with the new style, the whole new update that I just did to it, I think it's capable of a whole lot more. We recently did 13,000 watts on that thing through the terminal, but I didn't do it continuous. Let's do some continuous testing and re-rate this QR-1. Fit, bud? Much nicer? Let's see it. Alright, we're gonna come back to this after you get it all cleaned up. Right now, we're over here testing the QR-1. See what kind of rating we're gonna give it today. New rating day. Yeah. Alright, so we got the Sound Digital 1200.1D Evo X. We already verified over 12,000 watts on my 10,000 watt power supply with the caps hooked up. We got the SMD AMM1 audio multimeter. We're going to run that alongside the AD one. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a dynamic RMS test. We're going to run some pulses through it for, I don't know, like a minute. Get the AD1 warmed up, make sure it's all working, make sure we're getting good readings. And then I'm gonna drop one long sine wave on it, and we'll see how it handles that. Let's go. All right, so as you can see, we have the QR-1 in the same spot it was for the last video. It's a magnetic terminal cup if you're new to this. And 52 magnets holding these together. I'll show you the back real quick just so you know. We got 4 8-gauge wires going into the AD1 right here. And on the front, we've got 1 set of 8-gauge wires going into the new terminal. You can now use your own wires in these. So this is some 8-gauge from ceautoelectricsupply.com. 10 OFC. Some 10,000 watt pulses through this thing just to get everything going and make sure it's all working, and then we're going to drop that sine wave and see how long it'll go. One ohm. Dyno. Alright, here we go. Let's do this, turn this back on. There we go, real-time power. Okay, looks like everything's working. Right now we're pulsing about 3,800 watts through it. No problem. Let's go a little higher. Okay, we're pulsing about 10,000 through right now. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause. We go here, we're gonna put a little timer on. We'll run this for 1 minute. Here we go. Damn telemarketer's trying to call me. Here we go. Back up a little bit. Look, pushing about 11,000 through it. We'll run that for a full minute. Right around 11,000 watts. You can see these wires over here are twitching. We're doing it like before. I mean, might as well just leave the camera running. Leave the camera running, and there's no faking this. This is really going. We'll just let it run for a full minute, and then we'll check the temperature. Then we'll drop a bomb on it. Then we'll do some longer testing. All right, there we go. Stop that. So pushing about 11,600 watts through it. Around 11,000 or so. Pretty much doesn't feel any warmer at all. Feels a little room temperature, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but we're at 74, 75 degrees. Try 5,000 watts first. No problem. Let's see. Feels the same. No problem. No problem. $7,000 watts, no problem. Let's check the temperature on this, see if this thing's hot or anything. Starting to get a little bit warm. The cable feels a little warm. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a lot of power going through this 8-gauge wire, so everything's getting a little bit warm, but not too bad. I mean, not hot at all by any stretch of the imagination. Doing good. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm pretty sure I can push 8,000 watts for a minute straight. I'm right there at the edge, but that's a continuous sine wave. Go ahead and run dynamic burst RMS. No, this is not peak like lightning bolt strike type of peak. This is actually music RMS, like music would actually be. Most music does not have a sine wave for a minute straight. I'm just actually trying to torture this thing to see how it will do. 8,000 watts on one woofer. That's a lot of power anyways for that long of a time. But I feel real good about popping like 12 or 13,000 on this thing and running that thing dynamic RMS and seeing, I don't know, how it does for a couple of minutes straight. Maybe 5 minutes. So here we go. Turn this on. We're gonna bump this over to 1 ohm. Okay. And play.
Hit the screen.
Huh?
Don't let it fall asleep.
We go 12,000 watts. We'll let that run for a little bit till this 81 starts getting warm. Look at those cables moving. Look at those things. Watts up. Run it a little bit. Look at the wires, they twitch it. I mean, no sense of turning the camera off. Woo, that track ended. We made it through the whole track. '81, 141 degrees. Sound digital, 12K. Ooh, I can smell the 81 getting warm, the fan's kicked on. I mean, that's 5 minutes straight, 12,000 watts. How much more do I need to do? Here, KK, take this camera. I mean, 150 degrees. Bring it up to about 170 degrees on the 81 before I stop. Put the camera back on this for a minute.
Back on you? Oh.
Everything must be getting a little warm. Oh, I'm still seeing 12,000 up there. Oh, we just we just beat the AMM1. Okay, 166 degrees, 6 minutes straight. The AMM1 shut off. Ah, boy. The AMM1 shut off. It's got an auto shut off feature. I thought it was 8 minutes. It looks like it was a little over 6 minutes on that. But yeah, we outlasted the AMM1. We got the 81 up to 171 degrees. That's hotter than I've ever gotten it before. The amp's a little bit toasty. You can hear the fans are on it. Let's see how this terminal's doing. Yeah, it's a little warm. Alright, it might be time for me to jump up on the computer, get up on CAD, and make a new cap. Say we do that right now before the day is over. 2,500 watts, that's easy. Anthony, 7,000 watts for a full minute straight sine wave, and 12,000 watts on music for 5 minutes straight. Only got a couple degrees warmer. I think that we can rate that thing for about 7,000 watts myself.
Got the 100 watts. That will be 7,000. Oh, that looks good on there. That looks nice. Let's change this QR. Alright, the first one I'm going to build is one for my boy at G2 Dynamics. Promised him I'd make him a color matched one. He's one of our dealers, and that's what I'm going to do. I didn't want to send him one until I had the proper ratings, so he's going to get this very first one. But that's going to look sharp. I'll tell you what, Anthony, we need to do his in copper. He seems like a copper kind of guy. So we'll do both of these.
Ooh, this is gonna be badass.
This Sunday, come and enjoy anything for Salinas, a tribute to Selena.
We got some blue and some white. Put a good blue right here. Take that and Alright, that's gonna look a lot better. Okay. Let's say we run it. A little bit of power on that. Alright, while that's going, we're gonna put together the rest of the plug. It should be done in a minute. KK, will you go paint these up for me? Just some popping white letters in here real quick. Ooh, it's gonna be badass. Okay. That looks really good. 7,000 watts. So normally I'll be putting this thing right up on here, snapping it into place, and calling it a done deal. Like I said, this is going out to my boy G2 Dynamics. I wanted to do the clear blue so you can see the copper through it, but I'm not sure how well you'll be able to. Keep in mind for the copper models, we got the slot head screws. That's all I could really source. We use Torx for everything else, but yeah, in copper we got, that's all we can do right now. They work great though. And then we got this right here. Pop this on the rest of the way. That thing isn't going nowhere. Badass. Here she is. Oh, let's go get him some blue Skyhigh wire for this. Alright, I know he's probably got his own wire, but this stuff looks really good on there. Some Skyhigh blue. See right here? Yep. Put a little piece on there for him. This is going to be the best part about the new Neo magnet terminal. Now, as you saw over there during testing, we did 8 gauge, no problem. This is 10 gauge OFC, really nice stuff. Plenty for anything you want to do for sure. There you have it. 7,000 watts. The new rating, SMD QR-1. Sound digital, 12,000 watts all day long. And I'm out.